Hey everyone, I hope you've all had a wonderful and, as can be expected, and safe Christmas. It's been manic around here, which is why it's taken me until now to come out, to be able to sit in the shed and go, ah. Right, I am starting today on just putting together a journal for the year. My New Year's resolution is to at least try and do one journal. I start off with the best of intentions and then forget about it. So I'm thinking, right, okay. But I'm going to be doing it from my scraps because I have so much stuff lying around. So, right, I'm using it all up. This is a cover that didn't quite work out. So some of the lines are a little wonky. I've got glue stains on it. And it's like, right, let's use scraps. So I have got here, I don't know what this one's called. I think it's some sort of neutral grey. And I've got some white because it's going to be too dark. I was at one time thinking, oh, maybe I ought to just have, everybody's feeling very down. And I was thinking, maybe I just sort of, is that going to come out? And I thought, no. Trying to focus on the positives doesn't always work. So it seems like an awful lot of paint, but I might as well use it up. I'm just going to mix the two together. I want a very pale grey, and I haven't got one, so mix it up. Right. I'm not fussed about mixing it all together. I quite like it when it comes out sort of two-tone. So that's going to be my base colour. Now I am going to wet my brush. What I found when I'm painting a cover is that sometimes my brush, or this works better when I can get the cover a little bit wetter. Too much white in that one. If you get too much paint on your cover and you think, oh, I don't like that, like I just did, just wet your brush and rub it in, and it does. It will blend. It does make your cover extremely wet though, that's the only issue. I don't touch wood. It's worked out okay so far for me. Yeah. Now I always forget the sides and then find myself having to go back. So I keep finding sort of bits where it hasn't taken, where I've got too much glue. Like this cover, it was just not working, so we got chucked to the back, and then I'm thinking I need to start using up my bits. Once I've painted this and set this off to the one side, I will show you what I mean by having so much printed paper. Now, you can see where I've got just too much glue on here. If you find you blend it in too much, then you can always revisit it and re-wet it and put a bit of paint over the top of it. That's the beauty of these acrylic paints, I think. I'm quite getting into this variegated look with the paints. Am I still in shot? Yeah, sort of. It's been a while, so forgive me if I make some mistakes. I don't know about you, but I found that my brain just can't concentrate on one thing for a long time. For anything more than about 10 minutes and my brain is like, no, So I have been flitting from thing to thing over the last few weeks, in between various young ladies coming and going. I've done everything from refurbishing some old pub chairs that I found on Amazon, not Amazon, Facebook Marketplace. So we have refurbished chairs in the kitchen, and then when the last of our young ladies left just before Christmas, very nice, they actually went home, well, they went to live with grandparents, so at least it's family. Right, let's see if we can get a bit of other colour, some of the darker one running through. Let's move that one out of the way. So I have been refurbishing bedroom furniture. And then, oh joy of joys, for Christmas, I got bought a mini sander, a Dremel it's called in this country. I don't know if it has the same trade names elsewhere. So I've been playing with a mini sander. It is very good. And it keeps my brain occupied and, well, for about 10 minutes. Right, I'm thinking that will probably do for the moment. So that's the finished one for the moment anyway. It's certainly the base colour. I've got an old cake rack which I put my covers on when I don't get thumbprints on them. And that's what I dry everything on. So I'll put this over here. And then, while I've got paint out, I am going to wet this. This is my, what will be my book cloth to go in the middle, you know, to put my signatures onto. So there are I'll put a link to the video for this one and to how I make this and how I make the covers up. No big secret. It's just I always forget to paint this until after I paint my book cloth until after I come to sew it up, and then it's like, oh, for goodness sakes, hurry. Right, now whatever else I add to the front cover, it's always going to have the same base colour, and that's what this has now got. There we go. Done. Well, painted anyway. Right, next step, papers. So I'm just going to set this to one side to dry and then I'll be right back. Right, that's all nicely drying. Now I pulled out a pack of paper to start folding to make up my insides. Oh, this is what I normally use. Nice, really thick, 120 GSM. And then I thought, I'm looking at a box and I have got, let's see this on the big screen, I have got one of these absolutely full of printed papers and offcuts and bits I refuse to throw away. And so I'm thinking, no, I am going to make these out of scraps. I actually feel, not sure if that's cartridge paper. So all I'm going to do is look, I was originally just going to do plain white paper. And then I thought, so what I'm doing is taking a colour. So we have one of those, they look like browns. So I think we'll sort of go with browns as a as a colour. Oh, these are kits that I've done, and I've just sort of... Right, I am going to go through. I will speed this bit up, but I've got it on here so you can have a quick look and see what I'm sort of thinking. Right, see you on the other side. Okay, right. I'm thinking I've probably got enough papers here. A lot of them are, so let's split them out into plain and patterned, I think. And these ones look like travel note size. I'm not going to cut them down. Right. And then I've got all my stuff on here. Ooh, a piece of vellum's just flown away. Okay, so those are plain white. Those printed on the back. Loads of, the way I'm looking at it is I've got loads of writing pages, and the ones that have got a pattern on them, i.e. a printed page, some are plain, but quite a lot of them are plain on the back. And if I don't like a page, well, I can always gesso over it, but I do need to use up some of these papers. Right, now I know that the neat freak in me is not going to like the gap, so I am going to go and trim these and then come back and start sorting them out into signatures. Right, I will be right back. Okay, I've been through, I've trimmed off excess like on these travel note ones, and I've folded and burnished these ones. Now I'm going to be making 6 signatures. I'm figuring 6 signatures, 2 months per signature ish, maybe. We'll see how it goes. I've got 7 pages or 7 lots of 6 that I've sorted out. So I've gone through and I've put all like the graph and the printed line papers together. I've got the doodles that I did, they're all, put them up the right way, they're all sorted. I've got these abstract ones. I just love the colours, so they're going in. And then I've got printed, so a couple of travel note size ones and some others. And then it really is a question of just putting everything. I'm not having a cover sheet. The idea being, I'm thinking I am going to put my own month thought, perhaps, maybe, at the beginning of each one. So that's what I'm planning on doing. So I want something plain for the front of each one. I do wonder if plain white might be a bit too much, but I've got these printed ones, so that's what I'm going to be doing to begin with. And then I am just going to go along and take one from every pile. So I've actually got piles. That one and that one. So that's the way I'm doing it. And that is how I would normally put my signatures together anyway. Right, this is going to get boring, so I will speed this up and then I will speak to you in a moment. Right, there we go. So 6 signatures, 7 pages in each, and plenty of scope. It's still drying at the moment, so I can't show you, but plenty of scope there to actually add stuff to it. I have got a plain one. I might see if I can find one more of these printed pages. I don't know, plain white is pretty off-putting for the very first signature. Right, I have got to wait for everything to dry, and then it's a question of sewing it in and finishing off the cover. Oh, and then setting up the first page, perhaps. Right, part 1 done. Part 2 tomorrow. Okay, speak to you later. Take care now. Bye.